What's up everyone, Maximilian here, and we're finally cooling down from all the games that have recently come out and all the fighting games I'm focusing on, and I wanted to do another Let's Talk about a game that's had my eye for a really long time now, and the game kind of changed over time. So as you guys can probably tell from the footage in the background, it's Aliens Colonial Marines, which is being developed by Gearbox and published by Sega. So let me give you guys a little bit of history. I think Aliens Colonial Marines was initially a PlayStation 2 game that was scrapped. There were some videos of like the alpha builds that you could watch, and it was very early. There were talks of them making an Aliens RPG, like a next-gen Aliens type of RPG revolving around like the story arc of the first Alien movie and Aliens, but that never really happened. But eventually it got into the hands of Gearbox, and they started to develop this game. So let me give you some reasons why I'm making a Let's Talk around Aliens. Personally, I hold a lot of movies really dear in my heart, but Aliens is absolutely one of them. I would personally say that Aliens is tied with the original Back to the Future as my favorite movie of all time. I really enjoy the original Alien. I think it's a absolute classic. I could watch it anytime. But Aliens just has something really special, that James Cameron flair of the 80s, and the movie feels absolutely timeless, even the visuals. If you guys haven't watched Aliens, be sure to get the uncut version. Don't watch it on TV. It's definitely a worthwhile experience, and it's an absolute thriller blast. You will love the movie to death. So that leads me into high hopes for an Aliens game, but also really worried about the same time because the subject matter can be really touchy. It's like so much stuff is based around aliens. You get a lot of kids nowadays that'll be saying stuff like they'll watch Aliens and they're saying that this whole movie's a ripoff of Halo, and it's like, well, no, kid, actually Halo is a ripoff of Aliens. The Space Marine thing had been kind of done a little bit before Aliens, as far as like movie-wise, but really, if we're talking about like the Space Marine character that has become so huge in like video game lore amongst like Halo and a ton of other games, dude, it came from the movie Aliens. Like all these characters that are in this film pretty much represent like the Space Marine and how they're awesome badasses. So it's kind of the revival of that, and this game kind of represents the returning to roots. And I was really worried when Gearbox was getting a hold of this game because Gearbox has had some real big prowess of games in the past. I personally love the hell out of Borderlands, but this is a much different experience and a game that is very tailored towards bringing you back to the old movie, and it's going to be revolved around a lot of nostalgia. And when you deal with nostalgia and an audience, it can be a very sensitive subject. But I'm proud to say that the bit I've seen and the information and videos that are being released as of late look very good. The only thing I really wish they would do is they could possibly get the score to the original movie, because the score by James Horner in the original Aliens is like brilliant. The music is absolutely amazing to that movie. And if they possibly have something to go with it and have the original score for the game, that'd be really cool too. But what really confirms them able to pull off an Aliens game is that if they get the feel, if they make the guns feel great, if they make you feel being badass as a Marine, and if they make you feel helpless as being a Marine against this entire species of creatures. These are really important little things, and there's so much to this game I'm looking forward to. I believe it has 4-player co-op throughout the entire experience. I believe it has several different multiplayer functions where you like horde out against aliens, and pretty much if you consider how many games have horde mode right now, like the original horde mode moment, like one of the biggest moments in film of where horde mode came from was at the end of Aliens, when the entire team is hunkered away in the room after the power is cut, and they're seeing them getting closer and closer, and they don't know where they're coming from. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys that haven't seen it, but you should go see it. But it's an amazing moment. It's absolutely awesome, and if this game can possibly recreate some of that, I'm so down. But when I saw the game last year at E3, I went into like a special presentation area. Didn't get the chance to play it, but from what I saw, it looks like it had basic Call of Duty style controls. It looked like it was running at 60 frames per second, which would be a huge selling point for me. I just love my FPS. But if not, I wouldn't be surprised if it ran on 30 on consoles and 60 on computer. But nonetheless, It looked very smooth. The only thing I had a gripe about was with like the dialogue between the characters, but you know, LOL video game dialogue. However, if they're able to nail the atmosphere, they're able to nail the creatures, and they're able to nail the feel of the guns, man, this game could end up going down as one of my favorites. I find it really similar to another game that came out a couple years ago, like the Ghostbusters game. And the Ghostbusters game wasn't the most perfect of video games, but good God, did I have a ton of fun playing that game. And it really brought me back to like watching the old Ghostbusters movies. It really made me feel like I was a Ghostbuster. Which is, I think, the ultimate goal, even though there was a couple of weird design decisions that went on with the game. Yeah, man, as long as this game can recreate that, it'll fuel my nostalgia-ridden memories till Kingdom Come. So I hope you guys are looking forward to Aliens Colonial Marines after this little sneak peek and impressions from myself. I will absolutely and definitely be making content around this game when it drops, I think around September. There's a lot of games in September, so you might be seeing a lot of different games on my channel come then. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching the video. I think the next Let's Talk is going to focus around a game that had me completely kind of blindsided when I checked it out. And then all of a sudden, I got a lot of interest in it, and it's Dragon's Dogma. So I'm going to give you my reasons why I became excited about Dragon's Dogma, which is coming soon from Capcom. And I'm actually going to reserve my playtime with Skyrim because I want to play this type of like open world game and I want to reserve it for Dragon's Dogma. So we're going to talk about that in the next Let's Talk, but I hope you guys are looking forward to this game and many others. And if there's any other games you think I should check out that are coming in the near future, please leave a comment below and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. This has been Maximilian, and I'll see you guys next time.